Hey guys, Nicole here with Obscure Reptiles and Caging, and today we're talking about the 2022 breeding season. So let's get started. Hey guys, so not only are we going to be talking about the 2022 breeding season, we're also going to be going over our wait list and explaining it for people who've never heard of us before or who are interested and like to be added to it. I always send everyone a document that's going to go over everything we're about to talk about, but this way you guys can have all of the information if you are interested on getting one of our animals. Normally every year for our ball pythons, most if not all of the babies sell through the wait list. The reason why we do a wait list is because we take a $25 deposit to be added to the list. Before we started the wait list years ago, we'd have so many people messaging all the time wanting to be added, and we didn't charge anything. We just wrote your name down, and then when we would start actually getting eggs, almost everyone, if not everyone off all these giant lists would ghost us, stop talking to us, never respond. So by doing this and taking the $25 deposit, which goes towards the price of the animal, it weeds out all those people who are not actually serious about getting one of our animals. Now, to be added to our wait list, we need to know what morph you want, and we need to know what gender you want. If you're in the middle and you just don't care which gender, you just know what morph, that's perfectly fine as long as you have a morph with getting either a male or a female. With all the snakes, there is a price difference between males and females. Females are always a little bit more than males, especially depending on what morph they are. We start taking the $25 deposit normally once we've seen some ovulations, some pre-lay sheds, or we actually have some eggs started. The easiest way to explain it is if you want a snake that's, let's say, $125 and you've paid the $25 deposit, once that baby actually hatches, if there's only one that has that morph or multiple, we let you actually choose which baby you would like. So let's say it's a purple passion and there's 3, you get to choose exactly what baby you would like. That is the morph and the gender that you have been put on the wait list for. Then we take 50% of whatever the animal has left remaining. So let's just say it was $125, you did the $25 deposit, there's $100 left, you then owe $50 that day that you have chosen that exact baby, which means there's only $50 left for the animal. When it comes to baby ball pythons, as a general rule, it's between 5 and 9 weeks from the day they hatch until they're ready to go home. That is not an exact, that is a rough estimate, because a lot of babies shed within the first week, and they slam meals, never skip any, and they're ready to go home. Others take a little bit longer to shed, they take a while to figure out what food is, or they're just picky eaters and they skip meals. Those animals we keep longer to make sure they're eating consistently and they're thriving and they're ready to go home for you guys. So it could take longer than 9 weeks, but generally between 5 and 9 weeks, most of our babies are ready to go. In past years, we've been really flexible when it comes to when you pay your deposit, what percentage deposit you're paying, how much money you put down. But this year, because last year a lot of people took advantage of that, we're going to be very strict. So if you want to do a deposit, you want an animal, just make sure you're going to be ready for when that baby is hatching, or make sure you're ready when the baby's actually ready to go home, because again, last year we had a lot of problems with that and people took advantage of that and were months late on paying in deposits. We also always let everyone know that deposits are considered the first payment on an animal. They are non-refundable. If something happens and we don't produce what you are looking for, then yes, you will get your deposit back, but 9 times out of 10 that's not going to happen, because I do not take deposits until I am confident we're going to have the morph and gender that you are looking for. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the breeding season for 2022. First, we'll talk about Accu Monitors. Here are some of ours. Here are some of the babies. The youngest ones right here are actually holdbacks. So we actually have a clutch of Ackie eggs in the incubator right now, which are the exact same parents of these little ones. Several in this photo right here are actually held back because of how nice they look. By the time this video comes out, either the babies will be hatching or about to be hatching. They take up to 120 days to hatch. So by the time you guys are seeing this, they're either coming out or they will be very soon afterwards. So if you're interested in anything like that, you can shoot me a message. We have Facebook for Obscure Reptiles and Caging, and we also have Facebook for Twisted Reptiles. You can also go to twistedreptiles.com, and it's our website. You can message us any way if you want to do any kind of wait list for any of these animals we're going to talk about or we're going to show you today. Next thing we're going to talk about is our bearded dragons. We don't have that many, and all of our males this year that we have never bred before, so we're really hoping that they figure it out. If everything goes well, we could have anything from zeros to combos like citrus, hypo, trans, and a couple other things like that. We have some nice reds that, again, hopefully will breed for us. Here's some pictures from last season. Our favorite girl, Homegirl, is the mom of all of these. We're really hoping, right now she's actually in Burmation, so as soon as she wakes up, we're really hoping that we're going to be able to use her again because she makes some of the best and well-mannered babies that we've had. These, again, we will do a wait list. The price all is going to depend on how many different morphs they have, because last season we had some that had quite a few different morphs in it. So if you're looking for something very specific, we can do that. But if you're also just looking for a cool color, we'll also put price tags on each baby once they've actually hatched out and shed. When it comes to bearded dragons, they actually have to wait until they're minimum of 6 to 8 weeks old until they're ready to go, depending on how well they're eating. So even with these guys hatching out, they're very small. They're a little bit larger when they're ready to go. For all the different animals we breed, we actually make care guide videos. So please take a minute if you want one of our animals. That is awesome. We appreciate it. But take the time, especially if you're new to reptiles, to watch the care guide videos. Make sure you understand what kind of setups they need, what kind of care they need. That way we know all of our animals are being taken care of properly. And what I think most of you guys are here for, a bunch of stuff about our ball pythons. So here are a bunch of photos of babies that we produced last season. Last season was awesome. We had about 60 babies, 64. So if there's something very specific you want, especially that you want to be added to the wait list, make sure you message me. You can even start messaging me now before I actually take deposits, because I already have a little bit of a list going for very specific things that people want. So I'll start off with some of our repeats. We're going to be doing our Purple Passion, which produced this beautiful clutch last year. It was my favorite picture of the whole year because they all hatched out within a few hours of each other, so I was able to get this wonderful group photo. We got a bunch of really nice looking super phantoms, one of which I kept back. We got some Purple Passions, and we even got 2 blue-eyed Lucies out of it. So that was an awesome clutch, awesome group. We're definitely going to be breeding them again. Every year we also do our albino pied to albino pied. Here are the adults, and here are some of the pictures from babies we've had the last few seasons. So as you can see, some of these photos are high white and some are really low white. Pieds will actually throw high and low white pieds. So some seasons have been really high white babies and some have been really low white. It's all random. So especially when it comes to pieds, we'll do our best to accommodate if you want a higher or lower white, but it is very random. One of the biggest things people always want are blue-eyed Lucies and normal pieds. We should have a good amount of normal pieds this year if all of our females produce like they did last season. And for blue-eyed Lucies, we should have a few, but we're going to be pretty limited as we're using our GHI boy a lot more than our super lesser this season to make some really nice GHI combos. Those of you who don't know what GHI is, here are some GHI and GHI combos. They are one of my favorites. For example, here's our GHI Mojave. He is our dad, and this is the son that he produced. Exactly the same, except he has banana and possibly fire. He's actually shed quite a lot already and is getting lighter, so I'm very confident that he is actually a fire as well. We do have some younger males. We do have some multi-gene pieds, so we're hoping that they figure it out as well, and we can have some combos so we have more than just regular pieds for you guys. We also have a small chance of producing some clowns or some het clown stuff, but hopefully we will be producing some cool things for you. Next season we should definitely have some clown stuff, as we have some females that'll be up in age by then. But this season we're going to be doing a lot of different GHI, a lot of bananas, and all of our banana stuff is females or female producing bananas. So if you're looking for a female banana, especially a combo with a bunch of different genes in it, there's a good chance we're going to have some of those. When breeding all these multi-gene animals, you still end up getting single gene animals. So actually, I will read off a couple of the different single genes that we should have. And I'll just go through a couple of the different morphs that we could have this year. We almost always get things like lessers, phantoms, pinstripes, bananas, GHIs, and then we also get things like super phantoms, GHI lessers, banana pinstripes, banana lesser pinstripe pastels. When it comes to pieds, we last year had quite a bit of Mojave pieds, which ended up looking really cool. Here's some of them. We'll be doing the same pairing with them again, so hopefully we get some more of those. And if our male figures it out, we could have pastel, enchi, banana, and pinstripe pieds, or combinations of all of those. So we should have a good amount of different types of pieds for you guys. Again, we should have some blue-eyed Lucy stuff. We should definitely have some Purple Passion if our female Purple Passion goes, and quite a few different types of banana combos. For example, our bananas being paired with a GHI Mojave. We're also doing a banana with a normal pied, so we could be producing banana pieds, but they would all be female banana pieds, or at least mostly female banana pieds. Here's a picture of the female banana pied you guys remember from last season, and this is what she looks like now. Her colors are looking awesome. She's eating really well, as you can tell. She's probably my favorite holdback other than the G.I. Mojave Banana Possible Fire. This season will be a lot of what we produced last year, but with a couple new things, and as our seasons go on, we're getting more genes, more complex genes, because this way people who've come to us before, who've already gotten quite a few different things, have more options with us. We appreciate everyone who has purchased from us in the past, especially the ones who just keep coming back, so thank you so much for your support. Thank you to everyone who's been watching our videos. But if you guys have any questions or you're looking for anything specific, you can shoot me a message. So with our breeding season, we normally get eggs anywhere between May and July. But even if we do get them, like let's say the end of May, they still take 60 days or more to hatch. Then they still take 5 to 9 weeks to be ready. Again, if you have any questions, you can shoot me a message. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We do videos every Wednesday, and we'll see you next Wednesday.